Hindi ito ang unang beses na naganap ang police brutality dito sa Pilipinas. Si Kian Santos, Arnaiz at si Winston Ragos ang ilan sa mga patunay na ang police brutality ay talagang laganap sa Pilipinas. Ang culture of impunity din ay laganap. Impunity means exemption from punishments by the law. Meaning, police grew fond of not being punished by the law. Hindi sila natakot because our president was encouraging them to shoot, to kill, bumarel para pumatay, upang agad na masolusyonan ang problema na ang droga. Ngunit tila ang buhay ng mga Pilipino ay hindi dinidisregard ng ating presidente, na parang walang halaga ang buhay para sa kanya, na parang okay lamang na namatay ang mga taong yon sapagkat sila'y makasalanan sa pagbenta ng droga. Ngunit maraming mga rason kung bakit ang mga drug pushers or mga drug dealers ay napunta sa droga. Maaring hindi sila nabigyan ng trabaho ng gobyerno. Maaring wala silang ibang choice kundi magtinda ng droga, sapagkat kung hindi nila gagawin iyon, mamamatay ang kanilang pamilya at mamamatay lang sila sa kalye at sa gutom, at mawawalan sila ng tirahan at mamamatay na lamang sila sa kalsada. Dalawa lamang ang aking nakikita: ang pagkakawala ng trabaho, ang pagkaka-addict sa droga, at ang kahirapan. Tatlo pala. Itong tatlong lang to ang nagtutulak sa mga Pilipino upang magbenta ng mga droga, mag-deal, at maging mga drug lords at magtayo ng mga sindikato. Ngunit ang war on drugs ay nagsimula noong 2016 at ipinangako ni Pangulong Duterte na susolusyonan niya ito at tatapusin agad sa loob ng 3 hanggang 6 na buwan. Ngunit ang taon ngayon ay 2020 na at marami pa ring tao, marami pa ring mamamayan ng Pilipinas ang pinapatuloy na patayin at paslangin ng mga pulis na silang kapwa Pilipino sapagkat sila gumagamit nito. Maaari namang ipadala sa rehabilitation centers, maaari namang ikulong, maaari namang kasuhan, maaari namang balaan, maaari namang huwag, barilin para patayin. Ngunit ba't nga ba nila pinipili ang karahasan? Sapagkat ito'y madali? Sapagkat ito'y tama? O sapagkat ito ang kanilang nakasanayan? Ang mag-inang Gregorio ay biktima ng isang pulis. Isang pulis na may kasaysayan ng isang pagiging inutil o siyang lumalabag sa batas na isang pulis. Ngunit ang pulis na iyon ay may baril at may badge pa rin, kahit ang kanyang kasaysayan sa PNP ay madumi at parang hindi pulis ang kanyang kasaysayan. His history record shows that he refused to take drug tests, that he has homicide cases, but still, he is a functioning policeman roaming around our country, protecting and serving Filipino people. If that's what you call protect and serve the Filipino people, by shooting them, I'm sorry, I just remembered the video. By shooting them in a cold-blooded manner, that's not really how you serve and protect your country. That's not really how you serve and protect your fellow Filipino people. That's how you engrave fear within them. That's how you engrave your authority towards them. Ang paglalaro ng boga ay isang mapakaliit na misunderstanding. Oo, ito'y pinaputok, oo, ito'y nakagambala, ngunit hindi ito sapat upang kumitil ka ng isang buhay. Hindi ito sapat upang pumatay ka ng 2 tao sa harapan ng iyong anak. Hindi ito sapat upang gamitin mo yung baril at otoridad bilang isang pulis. Sapagkat ikaw, bilang pulis, ikaw ang nag-decide. Ikaw ang nagdesisyon na karapat-dapat silang patawan ng kamatayan. Isang ina na pinoprotektahan ng kanyang anak dahil ang kanyang anak ay nagkamali. Ang kanyang anak ay tao, ang kanyang anak ay bata, ang kanyang anak ay isang lalaki. Isang lalaking gumawa ng isang kamalian, gumawa ng isang maliit na bagay na nagdulot sa kanya ng kanyang maagang kamatayan. Philippines, we are not safe. This is not a safe country, and the streets is not safe, especially for the women and children who risk themselves being raped or trafficked. Philippines is not a safe country anymore. The government is not free of corruption, the streets are not free of drugs, and the police are not free of violence. I hope we can change our ways and we can sustain the nature and the agricultural land that we once flourished in. I just hope that people such as the Gregorio family will receive the justice they deserve, which is life imprisonment, or if death penalty can be brought up. I think death equals death. If you kill someone, I think the court or the judicial system has the right and the authority to make you undergo certain process to dictate your punishment, to prove you deem worthy of life imprisonment or a death penalty. I hope we undergo the judicial system. I hope we go to a court and have our respective lawyers. I hope that we undergo those certain requirements in order for us to acquire the justice that we all deserve. And to the Gregorio family and to the families of thousands of Filipinos whose family member or family relative got murdered by the police with no evidence that they actually used drugs or fired back against them, I sympathize with you. I empathize with your grief, with your loss, and I pray that you will soon receive the justice you deserve. Kian de los Santos was killed in the year 2017, but after 3 years, it took 3 years to find those 3 police officers guilty of killing him. He was not armed, he was defenseless. He was a 17-year-old teenage boy, and yet his life was claimed early. His life was cut and was put to stop, decided by the hands of a policeman. The statement, "My father is a policeman," the statement, "My father is a policewoman," the statement, "My father is a soldier, my brother is a soldier, my sister is a politician," it's just gotten dirty. Philippines has gotten dirty. Our hands dirty with violence, and our government dirty with corruption, and their streets dirty with men lurking around, posing as threat to both womankind and children and to the entirety of all the Filipino people. So I really hope that we could cut back our old ways, and I hope that we could evolve. I hope that we could use our power to be vocal, to criticize, to be free of criticizing, because we do have the right to criticize, for we are protected by the freedom of speech and expression. We do have the right and the responsibility to criticize the government that we are not contented with, that the taxes that we are currently paying is not worth. It's not seen. The taxes is just pocketed by the politicians. It is not seen in our society. No infrastructures, no improvements, no cure to poverty, no free education, no healthcare. Philippines, I think we could do better. I think we can do better than this. I think we shouldn't settle for less, because we've been settling for less for quite a while now. People are being underpaid, underemployed. I just don't want to undergo that cycle that I have to migrate in order for me to get a decent job. I want to be successful in my own country. I want to be successful in a field and be proud that I am successful in that field, in my country, protecting my people, serving my people. I want to see that someday. That me, I will not prefer to go to Dubai, to America, to Canada, to New Zealand. That I would not choose to migrate and just stay here in the Philippines, for I am properly compensated, for I am properly recognized, and the wages is equal, and my profession is properly compensated by the government. I hope that corruption will end, that drugs on war will end, and that the drug lords is the ones who will be caught, because no drug lords has been caught. Only drug dealers and pushers, meaning the mastermind behind the drugs, may be protected by politicians themselves, may have connections with the PNP themselves, may have protection by the higher with higher positions. I just hope that we could do better. That's my only wish this Christmas. Yes, I filmed this Christmas. I filmed this Christmas hoping my wish will come true, and that next year all will be good. All will find the courage and the ability to change, because we are capable of change. We can do better, we can evolve. That is my only wish this Christmas. And Duterte,